Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. I'm standing here in the Scepter of God at the waypoint, and we are going to face Dominus today. So, in between episodes, I would have a quick look over my gear. Didn't manage to fix my resistances, but I did apply Mastercraft to all the items where I had the opportunity to do so. So my life pool is now over 1,000, which for me when facing Dominus is on the high side. I tend to, if I'm lucky, I hit 700. So, and then I usually don't even have the energy shield on top. So this is a completely different type of tank than I'm used to. But so far it works pretty well. Also I have the Arctic armor, of course, so if I'm standing still I take a bit less damage from fire and physical. And I still got vulnerability as my aura of choice going. I do have enfeeble with me. I tried it out as the default curse for blasphemy, but it doesn't work when you need it. That's my thinking, because I was thinking, if you want to not take damage, usually your idea is to move away. I mean, I have the flame dash, I have some flasks on me. My standard tactic is like here, apply my dot, and then I just run in circles. And then I shoot maybe a essence drain, and I just run in circles until the target is dead. But I kite. This is a very kitey build. Everything. The health of the shields, don't let them distract you. This is a kiting build. It's not a strict tank. In case of trouble, you run away. So, blasphemy applies an aura in roughly this space. Actually, I have a space, a normal aura. So, this is the area where blasphemy applies the aura to. It's boosted a little bit, but those couple percents don't really show up that much on this scale. So, the thing is, if you try reducing damage from the things that are close to you while you're kiting, the things that are trying to hurt you are not close to you. So it doesn't really do a lot for you. Which is why I was thinking, well, when I want to kill things, I'm close. But that's the point where I'm confident. If I'm confident I can kill things, I move closer. If I am scared of things, I move away. So for that reason I keep the damage aura as the blasphemy aura, and I got another aura as my backup, which I can actually cast. So this is the damage reduction one, that's enfeeble. So if I do decide I want to run away and mitigate damage from scary things that are far away, I can just cast enfeeble on them when I'm running away. So that seems to make more sense, at least for now. If I get dual curses up, I might reconsider just applying both of them, since then you get both damage and safety at the same time. But the thing still is that for ranged attackers, you can't really affect them. Bonespire Talisman. Oh, Bonespire is horrible. Physical damage over time gets applied, and it hurts. While doing a warm-up run, I actually had 8 stacks on me, and even while just chugging my potions like crazy, I was not able to stop the bleeding. It just stopped. Luckily it stopped in time. I already had a portal ready, but that was not a fun experience. So Bonespire Talismans, they are definitely on the scary side of things. Down in range. Let's get out of range. So one of the things I still don't use enough is just flame dash. Rather than pathfinding around enemies, it's way better. Ooh, vegan. That's a nice warm-up. Also, I think when he's level 2 I can get his crafting table in the hideout, which I approve of.
Let's see you knock me on my arm.
Knock him on his ass. Oh, we can do that. Yeah.
Who taught you how to fight? Your mum. No on mine.
Yeah, die. Thank you for the arena plate.
Well now.
Nice, nice, nice. We leveled him up. Let's pick up the full ladder. And there we go. Ice is still there, trading. Let's do some slaughtering over here. Whole bunch of blues. Like so. You can just teleport into groups, and then if it gets dicey, you teleport out of the groups. Most of the time it works pretty darn well. Also, Blasphemy is now level 3. We got a 6, or level 4. We got a 6% bonus to range. Slowly it will start adding. I think this is the final door before the big man himself. Exciting, exciting. So I've been trying to pay attention a bit to the spreading behavior of contagion and essence drain. Because my initial theory was that the remaining duration would transfer, but I am no longer as convinced of that. I think the contagion duration might actually refresh upon casting, so you get even more time. Well, my sense of time is completely warped. I haven't timed it with a stopwatch or something more accurate than just looking at things. Okay, this is it. Okay, I'm gonna put a panic portal down here. Not planning to use it, but I don't know. I'm still worried about this battle because I haven't really faced him with a caster in a long time. Okay,
I've dealt with far darker shadows than you, Exile.
I can't convert them. Let's just double check that. No, but they have. They got some pets, right? Praetorian guards. I'm sure we can deal with that. Right, you. Stand still or something, please. Right, he is gonna die. Yep. Well, let's hide items and then forget about him for now. Yeah. Be cursed. Actually, I have a bunch of stacks of curses. Okay, you port out, sure. Yeah, doesn't matter if you run. Okay, that's first wave. Next wave. Okay, take that contagion back to your master. Exactly, master down. Ah man, I think I'm in love with this build. If we can do Dominus in a decent way as well. Or curse the Reaver. Okay, so you Reeve, I Wither. I think I'll win, dude. Die! Yeah, sure. Lightning. Aren't you a funny kid? Here. You cast your lightning. I'll work with chaos.
Die in awe!
Die in awe. Oh, that's conductivity. Mark of Dominus. Oh. Ah. Cute. He's got an energy shield. Look at me not being impressed. Okay, sending me mana flask recharges. Completely not in all either. Okay. Actually, first time he went through my energy shield. That's respectable, I suppose. Standing in the beams is still not a good idea. Yeah. Let's just get out.
This world is an illusion.
He died of his wounds. Okay. So I'll be standing next to him, so he will be taking way more damage from vulnerability than before. Also, I'm going to be low on mana potions. Let's do some charge building, shall we? Is it me, or is he not really doing a lot of damage here? Or am I now tempting fate? Of course I'm tempting fate. Why do I always have to open my mouth? Just can't help myself. We did it! We defeated him. Dominus is no more. Even got an achievement for that. Now we need one more. Now we got that entire achievement thing completed. Well, there's one achievement if you defeat all 4 bosses. Hello there, Lady Diala. Have seen you before. So, superior colossal mana flask. That's actually smaller than what I got. When it comes to mana flasks, bigger is better. So then you regenerate more mana. For the rest I don't particularly care. So, that's halfway through this episode and we defeated the boss. We actually did a side area for defeating a vegan. So, let's empty our pockets. And then we can move onwards. See if we can make it to Highgate this episode.
Another day in damnation.
So, ID all the yellows. Even when they're not yellow. Festival mask. That's seems like a next tier item. I probably want to hold on to this one and alchemy it. Oh, that's very convenient. Warblade, that's not my alley. Shadow stuff, that's really not my alley either. Gilded salad, once again, it's strength based. This one, it's energy shield. This is for crafting. Chain belt will be for crafting. And this is not gonna be relevant. And yeah, I know I can save up quality things and get a special bubble thingamajiggy, but I don't particularly care about those either. Might be useful if you're doing a very endgame stuff to get the last bit of performance out of your flasks, but the level where I'm playing right now, not really useful. Yeah, so I'll craft this up some other time. Yeah, okay. Also, I'd like to have a couple of
Yes, what is it?
ID scrolls, so let's do it like this. Yeah, and we move on to Act 4. Let's walk to Highgate. Meet the big vulture maggot. Also, there are blue things there. Ah, look at them die. Aren't they cute? So it'll be very interesting to see how we can deal with the main bosses of this of Act 4. Maybe we'll have the rest of those dungeons or the the narrow corridors with the very cramped spaces. We will be facing Calm. We will be facing Piety. Actually, I think Piety fight is gonna be pretty much up our alley, cause we can just dot her and then run circles around her. Literally run circles around her. Also, this Flame Dash is very nice for just traversing this and sniping out bosses that you want to defeat. Also, vision is more limited, so you can see further up to the top than to the bottom. So I can't actually teleport back, which is an interesting, curious little detail. Not that it really matters. Also, bigger groups like this, if you cast Contagion on one set of targets and then have the Essence Drain hit something that's not, you might just want to recast Contagion again for a maximized effect. Or if you happen to hit a boss or something with the Essence Drain, then of course it's not like lighting the fuse on a powder keg. Which is ideally the kind of situation you do want to go for. Talisman. A Lone Antler, which is basically a lightning strike. And so far, this is not a lot of resistance. They are 33, 35. That seems fairly evenly matched. Also, hello there, Maggot. Gee. Right. Also, Jade Flask, evasion rating. That's something that might be useful. More useful than having a second run flask. How much can I boost my evasion if I hit it? I mean, I'm currently at almost 1000. That's boosted and everything. I think my evasion doubles from stats, roughly. So if that 3000 gets boosted by doubling it, that's a pretty interesting number. But first, a sign point. So last point before we actually start boosting our curses. Also, there are some mana reservation. There's one mana reservation reduction thing here. There are boosts here for the effect of non-curse auras. So this doesn't benefit blasphemy. In fact, it affects Arctic Armor, but not blasphemy. But since it only boosts these 2 points, boost them together for 20%. Not quite sure if that's useful. For if this gets to 10 points, I would get another 2. So I don't know. I have to see if that's worth it or not. Oh yeah, I picked up this this flask that I want to test. That's right. So 9,968, 44% reduction. If I hit the Jade Flask, it goes up to 7,000. 80% chance to evade, which is pretty nice. Also, you can only do that trick once, because it uses 40 out of 60 charges, so I need to gain another 20 charges before I can use it again. Doesn't seem most efficient in the world. Oh, strong box. Well, if it's like a panic button that you can hit when you face bosses or something, then it might be okay. Let's see. Come on. You guys now just die. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Not quite sure what's gonna come out, except for that there's 3 packs of monsters plus a pack of magical monsters. So put down some traps. Put down some contagion. And then we get our loot. But they've got extra life, that's why it's taking them a bit longer to die. But it's a pretty good way to just gauge if they are not more or less instantly dying. Then you can just take your time and shoot multiple essence drains at different members of the party, rather than just waiting for one essence drain to finish off enemies and then carry over to the next one. And that looks like town. Most excellent. Hello there, Kira.
May fear guide you.
Oh wait, there's no point actually.
What do you need now?
That you are selling stuff. So, did we find something nice? That's always worth considering. Answer usually defaults to no, but every once in a while you are lucky. So, 11% extra spell damage, we get +1 to cold gems, 20% increased physical damage, though that's the physical component, 12 to 23 points of cold damage to spells. So if I were a frost mage, this wouldn't be a bad wand. I would have preferred, say, extra spell damage instead of the attack speed, for example. Or casting rate instead of attack speed, and then spell damage instead of physical damage, but you can't always have a perfect wand. So in this case, Kira gets it. If it's not perfect, Kira gets it. New Spirit Shield, which doesn't actually have any implicit mods, but on the other hand, it has a boatload of energy shield, so that's probably the trade-off here. Increased chance to block, extra energy shield, mana regen. With the exception of losing 16 points of spell damage, or 16% of spell damage. This is not a bad shield. I mean, the 83 on this one, it will get boosted to about 160. I'll actually try to equip it, see how much it does in practice. Currently 365. Becomes almost 500. This one is pretty potent. I'm gonna put it in my stash and muck about with it. Maybe I can put some resists on it, or let's see. What's the impact actually? Here 742 becomes 712. So I lose 30 points of chaos damage per second on over 700. That's not a lot. So basically that means that this increased spell damage really doesn't mean a lot, because I probably already get a lot of bonuses from other things. Or the chaos damage is just not as affected. Let's see, the direct impact 161 to 240. Which becomes 153. Yeah, it's actually doesn't matter much, so that makes it interesting. I'll play with that some more. So we defeated Dominus. It was easier than expected. Kiting around all the bosses worked pretty well. I never really felt like my life was in danger, contrary to earlier builds why I have had that, especially casters, since they tend to be a bit more fragile. And then there's that incident of a mind over matter Templar killing himself because he'd run out of mana. But let's not speak about that. This is a very, very, very good build. At least it's Dominus capable, and I'm very eager to find out how it's gonna go in Act 4. But that you will have to wait for until next episode. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.